Welcome back to my channel, guys. Conscious and aware. Come on. Now today's video, we're talking about December 21st, which is today. Is it real? Is it fake? Now today's supposed to be the day of, but what people say, there's going to be a shift going on in terms of consciousness. So we're going to get into that. Now before we get to the video, make sure to smash that like button, comment down below, and hit the red subscribe button. Join the family, man. Self-development, spiritual awakening, everything. That's what we talk about on this channel. Now, December 21st, which is today's date. This video will come out today. Some people are saying that we're in this day, basically we're making a shift from the 3D to the 5D. 3D meaning third dimensional, so the physical realm where you can see, hear and everything. 5D meaning the spiritual realm, love, abundance, unity. Now, before we get to the video, the first thing you have to understand here is that we are all having different experiences. You understand? Like, my experience is different to your experience, yours is different to mine. We could be in the same place at the same time and still have different experiences and different perceptions. So I don't believe there's one thing that happens to everyone. You understand? Let's get out of the way with it now, because you cannot really dismiss someone's experience or what someone's feeling, you know? What you're feeling, one feeling is different. So it's hard to say that what he's saying is wrong or how he feels is wrong, because it's all different. So what do I think of this and that? Is it real? Is it fake? Now, there's a Hermetic principle where it says that as above, so below, as within, so without. So as above, so below, meaning that what's happening outside of Earth, the universe, the cosmos in general, affects what happens down here. So if it's a cycle in the moon or sun, it will affect what's happening on Earth, which you can't contest, because like for me personally, when there's a full moon or a solar eclipse, whatever, my energy levels are higher. I'm unable to sleep. My emotions are higher. You know, I feel different. This is not theory from a book or what someone's told me. This is my personal experience. It happens time after time without fail. So this is my experience. Some people, when it comes to the full moon, they don't feel anything, you know. Maybe they do, maybe they're unconscious, I don't know. And then the next principle says, as within, so without. Which again, it can't be contested, because let's say you're always thinking negative, bad vibes, you're having these bad thoughts all the time. What's going to happen in your life? More than likely, you're going to come across bad situations, bad people, and yeah, etc. You understand? So, if you believe in as above, so below, you realize that whenever it's a cycle for the moon, the sun, the planets and that, it's going to affect what's happening down here. You know? Like me personally, over the last few days, shall I say, or in general anyway, but especially now, it's like the dreams I had today, like I ain't going to discuss that. Like, that's just like insane, you know. I can't even get into that. I ain't got time for that. But like, I'm feeling myself more in tune, you know, especially if you're someone who is conscious, someone who meditates, someone who looks after themselves in general, physically, mentally, spiritually. You're more in tune to what's happening, you know. Like, obviously everyone believes what they believe in, but there are different forces that are involved in the life that we're living. It's not just, okay, you walk to the shop and then you do this, it's just black and white. You may believe that, that's maybe your experience. I'm not gonna say it's true or not true, that's your experience. But from my experience and that, there's a spiritual realm and that, in the sense that there is intuition, there is like a gut feeling, there is a, you know, having these sensories in your body that, like, it's hard to explain into words. It's only something that can be experienced, if you ask me, you know. So that, all of that is part of our life now that we're going through. Or my experience, shall I say, that I'm going through, you know, especially during this period of time right now, we're getting to the end of year, where it's like, I'm just feeling more, man. I'm just understanding and understanding things differently, you know. There's definitely a conscious shift that's going on in my period, in my experience and that. I feel like I'm going from a stage of, like, knowing to a stage of experiencing. Before it was more like, let's say, in theory, affirmations. Now it's, in a sense, I'm living what I've planted a seed like a long time ago, but I feel like the seed is now blossoming. I don't know if you're going through that in your life. Maybe you feel like you're becoming what you was destined to be. Maybe you feel like in more inner strength inside of you. You feel like you're more powerful. Like that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that I'm more powerful and more influential than I actually believe to be, you know. So December 21st and that, like, what's happening? Like, for me personally, like, I feel like people are looking at this day too deeply. Like, what I'm saying, some people believe that when it gets to the 21st and they wake up, boom, that's it now. They got the the cape on now, and they're able to fly and they can teleport, and we're gonna be living in a different planet. No, I don't believe the shift to be anything like that. Like I said, it's more of an internal thing. It's not. I don't believe it's gonna be one day, boom, everything's changing. You're a different person, and everything is nah. I don't believe that. Like, you walk outside and everything is just different colors, and you know, this is like, it's not a video game. You know, life's a game, but like they don't change that quick. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, so I just believe that it's just a new cycle. Like, old things are ending, there's new beginnings, new possibilities, your experience, your consciousness will be lifted, your understanding of life and situations will increase, just like that. And I don't believe it's over one day that all of a sudden you'll just become something different. Like I said, it's more of a tipping point than anything, because you should have been feeling different, you should have been conscious already, you should have been on your journey, and the day just amplifies it. That's all it is. It's not nothing crazy. Like, if you ask me personally, you know, because you're not gonna go from nothing to like teleport from like being unconscious to consciousness. Like, you have to have walked the path for that. You understand? You're not gonna get to the top of the mountain by teleporting. You have to do the steps to get to the top of the mountain. So my personal opinion on the 21st of December is that, like I said, as above so below, it's something that can't be contested from my own experiences. There will be a shift, but it's not going to be any different to how you feel. Maybe a bit more amplified, but if you're not on your path already, then you're not going to feel any different. If you're already walking your path and that, then you already know what's happening. You know, that's all it is in that. Like, as you can see, the world events where we're at right now with lockdowns, and you know, have to take the, you know what I'm saying to you, things are changing. You know, so you have to understand that, like I said, everyone believes different, that things happen in the spiritual realm first before they happen in the physical realm. You can see the physical changes of what's happening in the world and that, where you can go, where you cannot go, what you have to do, what you can't do. So what do you think's happening on the spiritual level? You know, so for me, like, if you're a person who already knows what's going on, or you know your path, then that's it, you just gotta walk it. If you do not know, I advise you to practice meditation, practice silence, you know, live more consciously, be aware of what you're saying, you know, dwell into the mind more, you know, the significance and the power of your words and your thoughts, you know, study the mind and that, and go into silence. The answer will reveal it. Like, every time I'm in silence or meditation, bro, like I said, bro, it's just like information just drops to me, like it gets handed to me. Pay attention to your dreams, you know. So, like I said, for the people who are conscious, you already know what's going on. If you if you're not conscious, then just tap in within yourself, man. Get away from the phone, get away from people, get away from all of these things and that. How can you think properly? How can you have an intuition or a sense or a sixth sense or spiritual connection with anything if you're constantly around people, constantly watching TV, movies, and doing all of these external things? And how can you tap in and even feel anything? You know, so that's my personal opinion on the 21st. I do believe, obviously, it's going to be a shift, but I don't think it's going to be any different to how you're already feeling and the path you're walking. And yeah, man, thank you guys for watching the video to the end. If you brought your value, smash that like button, comment down below, let me know what you get from the video, and definitely hit the red subscribe button for more content like this, man. Come on, come on, come on.